Hi everyone, this is Sonia Rivera. Thank you for joining us on our live stream today. This is Sonia Rivera and you're watching Sonia in the City. I'm here on the Esplanade on Navigation in the east side of Houston with several business owners that want to talk about the impact, the economic impact on their businesses that this shutdown has had. And we're also calling out to our legislators for help. It's common knowledge that the first stream of funding that was available through SBA was depleted, and as of yesterday, a second round of funding has been approved for payroll protection program. We want to ensure that our legislators are being proactive and taking necessary measures to make sure that our small businesses, the mom and pop businesses that are the backbone of this community, are able to keep their doors open. We're very concerned that this funding will again be depleted by large restaurant chains and large business, and there's other strategies, there's other loopholes that have been implemented with the second round of funding, and our biggest concern is that again they will be left out. It's common knowledge. People know that the money was depleted. We know that our legislators know that the money was depleted, but we want to know that you are working for us, that you are advocating for us, and we want to know what you're doing. We want you to be coming through this community, or at least getting on the phone with our business owners, asking how you can help. Take the same position that you take when you're running for office, and come talk to these individuals on the phone. Again, because of the shutdown, we understand you can't necessarily be here in person, but at least get on the phone with them. Get on the phone. The same support that you seek when you're running for office, we want you to be there to support us now. So small businesses, by the way, is defined as less than 500 employees. These are businesses that have less than 20 employees. And these are the businesses that are dying, not only in the East End, but all over Houston, all over the state. So we call out again to Governor Abbott, to our legislators who represent us, be there for us now. We need you right now. We're standing here in front of Doña Maria's, and restaurant owner Juan Hernandez is going to address you now and talk a little bit about the impact that this has had on him. Thank you.
Hello. All right, well, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And, I know right now everybody's hurting. And like Sonia said, my name is Juan Hernandez, and I own Doña Maria's Mexican Cafe. And right now we're going through difficult times, not just my restaurant, but all the small restaurants. And I know the whole city of Houston is suffering, but what I want done is I want that money to be split up fair and equally. I mean, do what's right. Some of these businesses that are getting it, I don't know, they should get it or shouldn't get it, but we need the help. The small mom and pop restaurant need the help. And today I got Javier from Cajun Town Cafe, Pablo from Denver Harbor, Bajamos, and I've got some other restaurants coming, but you know what? They're all hurting right now, and all we're asking is we fill out the paperwork, so we do everything that's called for us, and we have no feedback, no, they're not getting back to us. And we needed the money 2-3 weeks ago, but we'll take it, but just be fair. Don't forget about your small business. Thank you. Okay, you want to talk?
Hi, I'm Javier Leon. I'm the owner of Cajun Town Cafe right here at the corner of Navigation and Canal. I want to thank Mr. Juan for inviting me out here. And like you said, we're a small business. We're new to this area, and besides being new, it's hard with all this that's going on. With downtown being a ghost town, we really don't get anybody from the area, or from downtown to come for lunch. I mean, our lunch really, dropped big time, and we do need the help, but we only have 10 employees, so I mean, with that, it's been hard. We try to keep them, as long as we can, to help them out too. you know, but there comes to a point where, you know, our hands get tied up. So, you know, whatever help we could get, we would really appreciate it. So, thank y'all and support small business.
Muy buenas tardes. My name is Valdemar Rodriguez, and I am an individual artist, and I have a company called Adelante Productions. So today I'm excited to be here so that I can have my voice heard, and not just my voice, but the voice of a lot of artists. All the artists in the community are self-employed. They're their own business. They have one employee, sometimes two employees, but you know, very little employees, and they do not have, they feel that they don't have the opportunity to be able to apply for these loans because of the paperwork and the confusion behind all that. So I want to plead to the legislators to make it easy for us, to make it so that we could be able to do the paperwork and be able to apply just like other businesses. I understand that the funding got depleted right away and another cycle is coming, so we want to make sure that all of the individual artists that are out there, that singers, dancers, whatever trade, whatever artistic discipline that they have, that they feel comfortable and that they know that they're going to be considered for these programs, for these financial programs. Also, along the lines with the artists, the individual artists, the nonprofits. Nonprofits are small businesses. When people hear that these programs are for businesses, the nonprofits kind of step aside because they feel that they don't qualify, but they need to be made aware that they do qualify and make it accessible to them. And what I mean with that is to be able to have webinars or training so that they can feel comfortable in filling out the paperwork. A lot of these nonprofit organizations are dormant, just like businesses, just like everyone around, you know, the country, around the world. And so we need to make sure that they know that they can apply and that this money is available for them and that the help in filling out this form is available to them. Again, Valdemar Rodriguez with Adelante Productions. Thank you.
Thank you, Valdemar. We have several business leaders out here. Come on up, Mr. We have several business leaders here, but obviously we're practicing social distancing rules just to be on the safe side. So Mr. Rafael is coming up here, and he is with Merida Restaurant.
Thank you. My name is Rafael Acosta. Is that good now? Okay, I want to make sure my hair is okay. My name is Rafael Acosta. I'm the owner of Merida's Mexican Restaurant. And on behalf of all small businesses, first of all, I want to thank the federal government for giving us the payroll protection plan. However, I want to make sure that small businesses like ours that have 5, 10, 15 employees, not 500, not 400, are taken care of by the banks. That the banks also treat us equally as all other businesses and not put the small businesses because we have low accounts in their banks to the very last. I want to make sure that every bank, every community bank, every major bank treats us equally. This country was built with small businesses just like ours. The East End, as you can tell, all of us are working hard. We're getting orders to go. We're trying to make our businesses viable, but we also need help. So I'm here to plead on behalf of my restaurant and every other business in the East End and in Houston to please have these banks, these institutions that are laying out the monies from this payroll protection plan to consider us also, to treat us on an equal footing, because this is what we need. We're not asking for handouts, we're asking to be treated equally. So on behalf of all of us, thank you very much.
What's your name again?
My name is Rafael Acosta. I'm the owner of Merida's Mexican Restaurant.
I'm my good friend.
Do we have any other businesses that would like to speak on the impact that it's had on them? Anyone else? Please.
Hi, I'm Penny Morales Shaw, and I'm a Democratic candidate for Texas State Representative. I'm glad that I can be here today with these small business owners. Thank you, Sonia, for doing this. Thank you, Juan, for doing this, and Ana. It's really important. As you can see, we all have our masks, we're social distancing, and I want to just quickly thank the County Judge, Lina Hidalgo, for taking the leadership to make sure that we can continue as much as possible functioning, but in a safe way that prevents this virus from growing. I want to say that first. We have great elected leaders. Our Congresswoman has been fighting for us, Sylvia Garcia. Because of her advocacy, in part, we have these bills that are to help, like everyone here is saying today, small businesses. So we did see what happened with the first CARES Act funding. A lot of that went to very large corporations, and so that money ran out, and businesses like the ones that are present here today didn't get the benefit of that yet. So this is about equity. This is about every time our tax dollars or decisions are being made about our tax dollars, there should be an equitable component to it to make sure that the communities who have to rally, who have to stand up for themselves, get their fair portion so that they can continue functioning. As we know, the largest percentage of businesses are small businesses, and they employ the greatest amount of people in America. So this is part of the backbone. This is the backbone of our economy. So it's important they cannot go unheard or unnoticed. I want to encourage everyone that yes, the second tranche of money has been allocated for small business, for PPP, and for the other side of the SBA loans. I would encourage you to continue apply. There are over 2,000 banks that have partnered with the SBA to make sure that everyone has access, but they say that it's better to go to the bank that you have a relationship with. So if you already have a relationship with them, whether it's a personal account, a business account, go to those banks and don't be discouraged, continue to apply. And also know that the banks are overwhelmed, the systems are overwhelmed. And that's not an excuse. That's just to say that the law was passed, but all of the agencies and entities that have to execute getting these loans have been catching up, basically. They've been catching up. And yes, larger companies usually have more resources. They can be present more. They can, be a squeakier wheel, if you will. But we also have to persist. And I would encourage everyone, too, to call your elected official. Call the congresswoman, call your state representative, and continuously call them and put a bug in their ear and say, we need your help. And as Juan said, we needed this help weeks ago, and that's understandable. All of these businesses have employees, so they're not only out here for themselves, they're out here for the working families that they employ. They want to keep those families afloat, just like they want to keep their businesses afloat. So I'm glad to be here today, and I just hope that you all will go online. There's a lot of help online that can help people. There's a women's group that helps with SBA. There's SCORE, SCORE. They are a group that specifically helps businesses with small business loans. So please tap into those resources, and you're welcome to check with our campaign too. Penny Morales Shaw, thank you so much. Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you, Penny, for your political spin on this. We know, Bobby, please come up. We know that the legislators are out there and that they are aware of this. This press conference is really for the purpose of ensuring that this is a priority, because even though large businesses do have a lot of resources, we've all seen the news. All of the media outlets know that big business is getting millions and millions of dollars while our mom and pop shops are having to shut their doors. So that's the purpose of this press conference. There are a lot of resources out there, and we will list them, and thank you for sharing those. There are a lot of resources available to help with the application process and to educate people. But this press conference is about small businesses having to shut their doors if our legislators don't step up and intervene. Bobby.
Hello. I'm Roberto. I am affectionately known as the Second Ward Gringo. I've been in the community for roughly 5 years. We have a variety of small businesses that operate in the area. And here's the reality of it all. The reality of it all is, for us, the phones don't ring, the customers don't come in, the bank account doesn't get deposited, and we still have to make payroll. It's pretty simple. It's business 101. It's never changed. It's never going to change. Unless you have customers coming in that are willing to buy your services and the products that you offer, it's going to be a really difficult time. Now, the truth is, if you are depending upon your legislators to solve your problems, you're clueless. That's my opinion. It's candid, it's frank, it's direct. The truth of the matter is, it's pretty simple. We, the people, you either have to stand up and take control of your country, or you have to play by the rules of people you've put in power that probably haven't had a real job like you have in the last 30 or 40 years. So I ask them, what do you know about me? What do you know about the street? What do you know about the people, these small businesses, their payroll, their operating structures, their customers, clientele, the value add services they bring to the community? What? I'll tell you what they know. Nothing. I said it. Oh, holy cow. There goes my political career. Really? If that's what it comes down to, I would never be a politician. Ever. Because they don't get stuff done. But you, and you, Donna Marias, Ninfas, they get stuff done, they deliver tangible products every single day, and they know what the heck's going on. What's changed? I'm up here without a mask. I'm not wearing a mask. You're gonna force me to wear a mask? If evolution's correct, we've been surviving as a species for how many years now? Depends on who you ask. 10 million since cavemen? I'm pretty certain we're gonna survive this one. But the truth is this, again, tough times never last, tough people do. This is another iterative cycle. We'll get through it, and we don't need anybody else mucking up the way. Just let us do what we gotta do, get the heck out of the way. Thanks very much. Hope you have a great day.
Thank you, everyone. Is there anyone else that wants to speak really quick? Okay, Valde's going to wrap it up. Valdemar Rodriguez is going to wrap it up in Spanish for us. Thank you. Thank you all for joining us. We will list the restaurants that are represented, and we'll do our best to list all the restaurants and small businesses that are here today. Not everyone wanted to speak, but real quick, Valde's going to do a wrap up for us. And thank you again. Thank you, everybody, for joining us live. Thank you for the media outlets that are here today. Thank you for Penny. Thank you for the resources. And thank you, everyone else who just came to observe. And thank you for using your social distancing. And we know that some people are working hard for us behind the scenes, and we appreciate that. Please don't think that we don't appreciate what you are doing, but we need more. Vale.
Muchísimas gracias. Nuevamente quiero repetir ciertos comentarios que han hecho aquí en esta prensa, esta rueda de prensa. Estamos bien agradecidos del gobierno federal, de la ayuda que nos está dando, pero todavía hay muchísimas empresas. Yo como emprendedor latino de habla hispana, hay muchos de nosotros que tenemos temor, hay intimidation, confusión de cómo hacer las aplicaciones. Pensamos que porque somos negocios pequeños no calificamos. Hay muchos de nosotros que somos artistas, individual artists, que somos nuestros propios negocios, y igual tenemos ese temor que no calificamos. También tenemos organizaciones sin fines de lucro, non-profit organizations, que tenemos temor que no calificamos por el papeleo que tenemos que llenar. Les suplicamos a la gente que hace las decisiones, al gobierno, para que tenga tolerancia, que tenga flexibilidad cuando metamos las aplicaciones, para que podamos nosotros participar en esta ayuda que es muy necesaria para todos los emprendedores que hablan español y que hablan inglés aquí en nuestra comunidad. Muchísimas gracias, y les pido que por favor que cuando metamos las aplicaciones, que por favor nos ayuden para poder salir de toda esta situación. Muchísimas gracias. Nuevamente soy Valdemar Rodríguez, soy un artista individual y tengo una empresa, Adelante Productions. Muchísimas gracias.
So thank you again. That's a wrap. This is Sonia Rivera. Please be sure to come down to the Esplanade on Navigation. Visit Doña Maria's, Merida, Cajun Town, Ninfas, El Tiempo, su restaurante. Benjamo Tejano. Benjamote. Quería que hablara, pero. Okay, so thank you again, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and be sure you'll leave your comments in the feed. Thanks. Bye. Claro.